Hello and welcome to Sharon Lindsay, Yoga and Wellbeing. Today's class focuses on engaging and strengthening the core. This includes the abdominal muscles, the lower back, the obliques and the deep stabilising muscles. A strong core provides better posture, it improves our balance and it reduces the risk of injury. So, this practice will help to build core strength while maintaining stability and control in movement. So to begin, we're going to be seated comfortably on your mat or on a chair if you prefer. And you're going to feel your sit bones connected with the earth. And we want to have our spine long and tall, but also relaxed. So you shouldn't be rigid. So finding length in the spine with as little effort as possible. And then we're going to really focus on the pelvic floor muscles and the deep core muscles as we breathe here. So you might want to close your eyes and really tune in to those muscles that sit deep down in the pelvis. So as you breathe in, relax everything. And as you breathe out, draw in gently on the pelvic floor as if you were stopping yourself going to the bathroom. So breathing in, relax the muscles. Breathing out, engage the muscles. Breathing in, relax the pelvic floor. Breathing out, engage. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, engage. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, engage. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, engage. Now we're going to add some movement, so just place your hands on your knees. And as you breathe out and engage, you're also going to round your spine. So draw your belly button back and round your shoulders forward. As you breathe in and relax, you're going to send your tailbone back, send your rib cage forward and draw your shoulders back. So a seated cat-cow. Breathe out, draw in that pelvic floor, draw your tummy button to your spine and round the shoulders forward. Inhale, relax everything. As you send your tailbone back, draw your rib cage forward, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor, draw the tummy button to the spine and round the spine. Inhale, relax. As you send your tailbone back, send your ribs forward, draw your shoulders back, your chest coming forward. Exhale, pelvic floor and round the spine. Inhale, relax and draw the rib cage forward. Open the chest as you draw the shoulders back. One last time, exhale, engage that pelvic floor, tummy button to spine as you round. Inhale, relax. Send the tailbone back as the rib cage and chest come forward and the shoulders draw back. And then just come to a neutral spine. Well done. So from here, we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. So we want to have the knees beneath the hips and the wrists beneath the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. And then we're going to curl the toes under so you're on the balls of the feet or near the balls of the feet. And as you exhale, engage that pelvic floor, press into the toes and just hover the knees 1 inch from the mat. And breathe. So your core is still engaged as you're breathing. And then place the knees down and take a breath. On your next exhale, engage that pelvic floor, press into the toes and hover the knees. really drawing the muscles in the front of the tummy, drawing them back, but starting with the pelvic floor. And release the knees back to the earth. Take a breath or two, allow everything to relax, and we're going to do that one more time. So breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, engage that pelvic floor, lift the knees, engage the tummy. And as you exhale, lower the knees back to the earth and come back onto the tops of the feet and breathe. Now, as you breathe, you're going to breathe in to prepare. And as you exhale, draw in that pelvic floor and extend your left leg and your right arm. So you want to try and have your leg at hip height, your arm at shoulder height, so everything is all on the one level. Your body stays flat and you're really lengthening that arm and leg, and you're drawing your tummy towards your spine and you're breathing. And then you place your hand and your knee down and release. Take a breath or two. Allow the sensations to settle. And then on your next exhale, draw in that pelvic floor and lengthen the right leg, left arm. Your tummy is strong. You're still breathing. And then bring your hand and your knee back down. Let's do one more on each side. So breathing in to prepare. As you exhale, you engage that pelvic floor as you extend left leg, right arm. The tummy is drawing in, but you're still breathing into the tummy. So as you breathe, you feel the breath press against the tummy muscles. The tummy muscles are still holding strong. And then exhale, come back down onto your hands and knees and take a breath or two here. Last one. As you exhale, engage that pelvic floor, left arm, right leg, and breathe. Holding steady as you focus on the breath. Keep that arm and leg at the same height as your body if you can. And then exhale, the hand and knee come back down. Okay, take a breath or two here. And then when you're ready, place your elbows on the mat beneath your shoulders. So you don't want the elbows out wide. Keep them tucked in. They're beneath your shoulders. Your palms are on the mat. And you're going to step your feet back. Lift your knees if you can. If this is too intense, just put your knees down. Press into your heels. Really engage that core. And breathe as you do this forearm plank, gazing at the mat between your hands. You may be trembling. That's okay. One more breath if you can. And then place your knees down. Come back onto your hands. And take a breath. Okay, from here, we're going to move into a bit of a strengthening sequence that involves down head dog, lunges and chair pose and planks. So just if this is too intense, feel free to back off. So planks can always be on the knees. So this is a full plank, but if that's too intense, just place your knees down for a little bit of support. So work within your own capability and just see how you get on. So from here, we're going to come to our first downward facing dog. So your knees are beneath your hips, your hands are a little bit in front of your shoulders, your fingers are spread wide. You curl your toes under and lift your knees, lift your hips to the sky as you gaze towards your feet and breathe. Then bring your weight forward so your shoulders are above your hands and you're in a plank. Remember, you can put your knees down if you need to. Be strong in your core. You should be in a straight line from your heels to your shoulders, to the back of your head. So no bottoms up high or sagging down. We're in a straight line. Lift your hips to the sky again, downward facing dog. And then we're going to step our right foot forward between our hands, lengthen out the back leg, come up on your fingertips and inhale to sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, place the hands down, step the back foot forward, keep your hips down low with your knees bent and begin to lift your chest, taking your weight into your heels. Really draw the tummy in here. As you sit in this imaginary chair, lift your toes to check your weight is in your heels. Place your hands down, step back to plank. Take a breath or two here, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. And breathe. Move the weight forward, coming back to plank. This time we're going to roll onto the outside edge of the right foot. Take the weight on the right hand and lift your left arm to the sky, lifting your waist away from the earth. Your knee can be down for support if you need to. And breathe. Come back to plank, lift your hips to the sky and breathe. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Come up on your fingertips. Back leg is strong and straight. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Breathe out. Place the hands down. Step the back foot forward. Feet are about hip width apart. Your knees are bent. Your hips are sunken down onto an imaginary chair as you lift your upper body. So you stay squatted down. Hands come to the heart. Draw your tummy in and breathe. Place your hands down. Step back to plank. Lift the hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Bring the weight forward to plank and breathe. And then we're going to roll into our side plank, this time on the left. Left hand supporting you as your right hand reaches for the sky. Imagine there's a candle on the earth and you're trying to pull your waist away from the flame. Really lift that waist and then bring your hand down, come back to plank, lift the hips to the sky and breathe. Bring your weight forward to plank and breathe. Make this a strong one, the last one. And then come onto the tops of your feet. Allow your thighs to sink towards the earth, but keep hovering the knees and thighs above the earth if you can. Pressing the earth away with your hands. Lift the chest. Place your knees down. Bring your hips back. Widen your knees. Big toes together. And then sit back on your heels as you fold your forehead towards the earth, reaching your hands forward and breathe. Allow the breath to settle. As you inhale, your tummy presses towards your thighs. As you exhale, it sinks away from your thighs. Then begin to walk the hands towards you as you come up to sitting with your legs out in front and your feet on the mat, so your knees are bent. Your hands come down behind you with your fingers pointing forward, and you're leaning back into your hands as you begin to lift your feet off the mat, your shins parallel to the earth, and reach your hands out in front if you can, and breathe. Now this may be enough for you, or if you would like more, you're going to lean back and straighten your legs. And then bend the knees again, shins parallel to the earth, lift the chest towards the knees, coming back into half boat, and then full boat, lengthen the upper body back, lengthen the legs forward, half boat, bend the knees, lift the chest, full boat, half boat, one last time, full boat, keep that chest lifted, half boat, lift the chest, and then place the feet on the mat, and then fold forward over your legs, allow your head to hang, and breathe. From here, begin to lift your spine, and then engaging your core again, we're going to roll down onto our back. So draw in your tummy. If you need to, you can put your elbows down for support, but if you can, use that core to help you make your way down onto your back. So lying flat on your back with your knees bent, your feet on the mat. From here, we're going to breathe in to prepare, and breathe out. We're going to engage our core, pressure low back towards the earth as you lift your right foot off the earth, bringing that shin parallel to the earth. And as you breathe in, slowly lower that foot to the earth. Exhale, lift the knee, shin parallel to the earth. Exhale, lower that foot slowly and with control to the mat. Exhale, shin parallel to the earth. Inhale, slowly lower down. And relax. And just notice how you feel. And let's repeat that on the other side. Exhale, really pressing the low back to the earth. Lift that knee above the hip, shin parallel to the earth. Inhale, slowly lower down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower with control. One more time. Exhale to lift. Inhale, slowly lower down. And just notice how that feels. Notice your hip flexors, the muscles in the front of those hips. Notice your abdomen. And just continue to focus on your breath. Now we're going to bring the right leg up towards the sky. The foot above the ankle, flex the toes towards you, engage that core, really pressing the low back towards the earth, and as you exhale, slowly lower that foot to the earth, lengthening and lowering. Inhale to lift, slowly with control. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more on this side. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, slowly and lengthening that leg. Trying not to use momentum, so using your muscles to control everything. And then place that foot on the mat. Relax everything, relax. Check that your shoulders are still relaxed, your neck, your face. And then we're going to bring the left foot above the hip, So keeping that leg as straight as is comfortable, but bending the knee if you need to, flexing the foot, flexing the toes down towards the shin. Really engage that core, pressing the low back towards the earth as you exhale to lower that leg, slowly lengthening and lowering. Inhale to lift slowly. Exhale, lengthening and lowering with control. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. And then bend that knee, placing the foot on the mat. From here, we're going to bring the right knee towards the chest, lengthen the left leg, and let's relax the muscles of the core by bringing this knee across the body and coming into a twist. So bringing the right knee over to the left side of the mat, keeping your right shoulder down, and breathe into the rib cage as you exhale. Allow everything to soften. And just take a few full, complete breaths here. Releasing any tension, softening the core. And then when you're ready, roll onto your back, bringing your knee with you. Hug the left knee up alongside the right, and then extend that right leg long. And then begin to bring your left knee across the body, turning your head in the opposite direction, keeping your shoulder down, only coming as far as is comfortable before the shoulder begins to lift. And then focus on the breath and focus on relaxing in the abdomen. And then slowly bring the body back to center, hugging both knees together and placing your feet on the mat. Relax your arms by your side. Extend one leg long and then the other. Just take a few moments here in silence. When you're ready, bend your knees, placing your feet on the mat. Roll onto one side and then use your top hand on the mat to press you gently back up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up tall, feeling your sit bones on the earth. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. If you enjoyed today's class, you can always find more of my videos by liking this one and subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon.